Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of A Thinking Pack. So what we're doing today is very simple actually. We've got a very simple mission that we are doing today. However, the setup and the reasoning for that mission is not entirely as simple as you might expect. Well, if you've seen the series up to this point, then you definitely would expect things to be such a way. But in any case, we've got here a problem. Here's the setup. So the problem is that we've got engines over here. That's not the problem. But the engines require something to power them, basically. And since they require something to power them, they need fuel, basically. You can put the fuel in. We got two engines, one over there, one over there. And then, hang on, this thing needs to be turned off again. So we got two engines. We've been using lava power. That's what this whole setup is for. Let's get rid of that block and that block and that block to see things better. Okay, so that's what this whole setup is a part of. Is a system that we've made over the past long time, and I'm not going to go closer to that hole, otherwise I'll fall down. But in any case, so we have this setup here to take lava buckets from down underground to upstairs and bring them back down. Now, the problem that we're having is that our lava bucket system is, well, it's great, except that there's no lava. We ran out of lava. And I'm not sure where to find... There is actually one lava lake over there, but it looks like part of the landscape, and I kind of want to keep it. But in any case, so I don't really want to go hunting for another lava lake. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really think that would be fun to watch, just doing more mining, trying to find a lava lake. So in any case, what we're trying to do is we're trying to buy a little extra time, basically, because we do have a quarry running. We do have a quarry running over there. We're trying to buy a little extra time because we are basically sticking coal in these engines. Now, instead of coal, we're using coal coke, because that is very cheap to make, and it is a lot, it is more beneficial than coal. It's more valuable, basically. And sorry if I keep stopping talking for a second. There's, I don't know if it's a cold or a flu or whatever it is that's going around, and I haven't got it yet, but I think I'm fighting it, so my throat is kind of bothering me. But in any case, let's get on to the business today. So the business today is so what we did last episode was, and why am I getting jumps in frame rate? That's not good. Anyways, what we did last episode was we went and were doing that. We did a lot of different things last episode, but one of them was running this coke oven. Now, quick overview of how the coke oven works. Basically, the problem that we're running into is that it is stuck, basically. So how a coke oven works is basically you stick the coal in there, and then it runs the oven and produces coal coke, and also creosote oil at the same time, which is very useful for setting up rails and things like that. You need creosote oil to make rails, basically. Now, the thing is that we're full. The tank is full. So what we're going to be doing this episode, our mission is very simple. And I'm going to try to keep this to be a shorter episode. And one of the reasons for that is so that I can get two of them recorded today, because I'm as I said, there's been like some colds and flus and stuff going around, and I probably am going to get them at some point. I don't know. So I want to get ahead on the videos just in case. But anyways, so our mission today is pretty simple. Just simply take this coke oven and set up a drainage system with some tanks and stuff. And that is what we are... Hang on. It's very dark in the place. There we go. Sleep and wait. There we go. Now, okay, over here. Over here. So, what we're going to be doing today is simply setting up a drainage system for the coke oven situation. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video. And here we go! Alrighty, so what we're going to be doing now is getting started. So let's go ahead and get started. So we've got stone, we've got dirt, we've got pickaxe, we've got axe, we've got axe, we've got another axe, and now we need to get started as well. So let's go get some started. So in any case, and here's a couple of things. So first of all, before we get started, what we did last episode, not last episode, but in between episodes, in between last episode and this episode, we did some things. I did some things, not very much actually, but this chemical decomposer, I ran it with the leftover coal that we had, and then, okay, come on, get unstuck, and then we wound up here. This chest was full, so I went and emptied the chest into here, and I also emptied the chest into here. So last episode we ended with putting some iron in this thing, I think, or at least it was pretty close to the end. We had some iron running in this thing, and we ran all the iron through, and this is pretty much all the iron over here. Maybe a little extra, maybe a little less, I don't know. But yeah, so that's a lot of iron that we got from our setup, so that's amazing. Anyways, so we've got engines, and we've got chests, we've got extra chests. So that's basically it. So I ran all of the iron through the system. I ran a lot more cobble through the system as well, over here. So I was able to make some more netherrack, although not very much. And the netherrack, by the way, if you're unfamiliar with the previous episodes, why we're making the netherrack is so that we can basically, with the netherrack, we can make beryllium and titanium, I think it was. And we need beryllium and titanium to be able to make this thing over here in base section 2. This is the start of a what is that? That's a fission reactor. That's the start of a fission reactor. This is a blueprint projector which projects the place. So you see those blocks are hollow there. Basically, we go and fill them in with real tungsten plating because that's just an image of it. So we keep filling them in as we're going, and as we get more materials and stuff, and we can get beryllium and tungsten from decomposing netherrack. We take netherrack and stick the netherrack in the chemical decomposer, and we can get some beryllium and tungsten out of it, although the rate is very, very slow. It's like 10% chance of getting anything from the netherrack, and you don't always get beryllium and tungsten when you get something from it. And there's like a 10% chance of getting the stuff you need for netherrack out of the cobble, except less than 10%, and it's like crazy. So anyways, we're doing that. We need fuel. Let's get onto it. So, and one more thing. Let's go ahead and get started, actually. We need to start harvesting some sand, because we need desperately to get some, tanks. So let's go get a shovel. Let's go get the shovel started. And, okay, let's see. Shovel, let's make a stone shovel. Stone shovel, there we go. And where's the sticks? Let's just do that. Where'd they go? Oh, it's planks, not sticks. There we go. And stick the stone over like that. Stick them like that. Now we got shovels. Yay! Is that enough shovels? Hopefully. So in any case, what we have been doing, not what we have been doing. Oh, but yes, what I was gonna say. A while ago, I think I talked about this in an episode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. But in any case, I was getting some lag and stuff like that in the graphics. And why didn't I move forward just then? Oh, it's just because we're in the water, and so it moves really slowly. So I was talking about getting some lag, it would go slow for the recording, and like the game would be choppy. And the recording, I think it was around the time when I used to record in 60 frames per second, and I've since downgraded it to 30, basically. And the reason for that is because my computer couldn't keep up to 60. It was just too much for it to keep up with. Let's find out how much sand we have. Not too much sand to keep up with, but it was too much. The 60 frames per second was too much for my computer to keep up with, and so it would get all choppy different times because of that. And I was talking about a while ago that, like, I had no way of measuring my graphics card. So, like, you can measure, there's different tools, like on the Mac it's called Activity Monitor. On Windows, I don't know what it's called, actually. I haven't used Windows since Windows 98. But in any case, except for occasionally using a friend's computer or something. But in any case, so there's things like Activity Monitor, which measure, you can see how heavy the load is on your CPU, which is the, like, main processor of the computer, if you're unfamiliar with that. And you can see how much memory you're using, and disk, how much disk usage per second and stuff, which is really helpful. Which is different, by the way, than how full your disk is. It is, disk usage is how much you're using the disk, basically. So it measures per second how much you're using it. And, like, actively using it, kind of thing. So that's some things, but I had no way of measuring the graphics card usage. And you can probably guess by the fact that I'm saying had no way, that I do have a way now. And actually, some of you guys helped me out with trying to find a solution and stuff like that, which there was something, one of you guys suggested a program to use to measure your graphics card that I tried it, but then it wouldn't actually work for some reason. I don't remember if I told you this or not, but it wouldn't work. Like, I couldn't actually open the program. It was something to do with the new security settings that they have. The program was several years old, and the security settings wouldn't allow it to open and stuff like that, and I'm not really sure exactly what was going on. Anyways, now I have a graphics card monitor, so thank you to everybody who helped out and stuff like that. This was actually quite a surprise. I was just going around in the built-in activity monitor on the Mac. I was going around, looking around with at different things, and all of a sudden I saw a graphics card monitor. It was basically, they added it just recently. It definitely wasn't there before. So they added it just recently in, like, a little update. It wasn't like a big update to anything, but it was just a little update that they did, and didn't mention it, that it was there. And so I just, or at least didn't mention as far as I saw. And so I was just going around, and suddenly I found it there. And so that was really, really exciting. So that was totally unexpected. Anyways, and it's interesting because, like, as we were talking about graphics cards before, basically, yeah, my graphics card is very slow, and it's being used very, very heavily. And good thing we made a ridiculous number of shovels, because we're using them up very, very fast. But in any case, the graphics card, yeah, my graphics card is pretty slow. It is reasonable, but it's slow. So right now, for example, I have the recording software is supposedly running on the CPU. As far as the so I use OBS to record, and I supposedly am using the CPU encoder, although it's only using about 20% of my total CPU. So maybe that's the way it's supposed to go. I don't know. But it's really weird. Sometimes it takes like 80%, sometimes it takes 20%, so I don't get it. But in any case, and if any of you guys have a suggestion as to why it might do that, I know one reason is if the computer's too hot, then it slows the processor down. Which is why, I don't know if any of you guys can hear this. It depends on your speaker setup, and I think I filtered it out completely, but I'm not sure. But I have a fan running pointing at the computer right now, just to keep it cool. But in any case, yeah, so my CPU is running the actual video encoding. My graphics card, all it is doing right now is running the game with only 6 chunks of render distance, pretty much everything on minimum except for smooth lighting, and particles are second to minimum. And as you can see, we're getting 60, except on occasion. And so that's some things. So the graphics card is running that. it's also running. It's running 2 screens, but I don't think that slows it down. At least not very much, because if I just have them straight plugged in, it barely uses it. The other thing it's running is I have OBS open on the other side, so even though the actual encoding is supposedly being done on the CPU, which I'm not entirely sure because it's only using like 20%, but even though the actual encoding is supposedly being done on OBS on the CPU, it has a preview window. So I don't know if any of you guys have used OBS to record with before or anything. I definitely recommend it. It's a free software, and you can go get it. I'll try to put a link in the description if I remember to put it there. But in any case, so it's a free software. Anyways, so the point is, it has a preview window, so it's showing whatever it's seeing. So I can see like what's happening live and stuff like that in the actual recording. And so that's really, really good. But that actual preview runs on the GPU is what it seems to do. So between the game running and OBS running on the GPU, it's running at around, let's see, that'd be about 70% usage right now. And depending on what I'm doing, it can go up to, we're not really moving around much. I think that's one of the big things that affects it. But if we move around more, then it goes up to 80%. I think I might have seen it hit 90% before, but I'm not sure if I was testing some stuff recently, so maybe that was with messed up settings or something. So anyways, yeah, so it's using like 70, and it fluctuates. So it's using like 70 to maybe 80% or something, just like that. And so, yeah, so that's a thing, and that's on fairly low settings on OBS. Like, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter at all, which, by the way, I would definitely say if you use Twitter, then you might want to go check out, follow me and stuff like that. Basically, I have a lot of time when I don't really post much on Twitter, but then, oh, and we're going to have tons and tons of sand. But then when I do post stuff, like I post usually like related to the channel, basically, and usually stuff like what's happening. So if I'm gonna miss a live stream for some reason because I get sick or something, or if whatever, just updates on what's going on. So right now, like recently, I've been posting on Twitter, or tweeting on Twitter, I guess you could say. It's posting is on Facebook, I think, but Twitter, which I don't actually have Facebook, but Twitter, tweeting and stuff. And so I've been talking about the live streams that I've been working on improving that, because I don't know if how many of you guys watch my live streams who watch this series, but they can get kind of fuzzy at times, and it's kind of super annoying. So it's like whenever there's high movement in the scene, then they get really fuzzy, and the reason for that is because I can't put it on any higher settings because my computer just can't handle it. Like as we're doing right now, let's see, if I stand still, does it actually go down? Let's actually look at the sky. Does the GPU actually go down? Oh, yes, it does. A little bit, not much. But in any case, back to the point. So the point is that the settings for the live streams, I can't put them any higher because my computer just can't handle it. I'm still working on, like, is there a way to do it that I don't know of? So I'm playing around with that. But in any case, the live streams, when I move around a lot, especially in an area, like, you might even notice, I think I noticed it in the recordings as well, where if we go into the building that we have there, in those rooms with, like, cobblestone on the floor and stone on the walls and stuff, it's like gray, all kinds of different shades of gray, and it's like it can't like compress it as much as easily or something, I'm not really sure. But in any case, so yeah, so it gets a little bit fuzzy at times, and there's not really much I can do about that, just because it's like I can't get any higher settings. I think I said that already several times. So anyways, so that's basically the thing. And we've got quite a lot of sand. Let's go start crafting. So I'm not really sure where I was going with that, but anyways, I guess just to let you guys know on what's up and stuff like that with different things. And this doesn't need to be farmland. There we go. So over here, let's go and craft some glass. Make it out of coal, like coal coke. That'd be very good. Let's take half a stack, stick one. Let's take half a stack in there and stick one in there. And let's just fill up all of the furnaces with sand. And then we can add more coal coke after. So yeah, so basically that's the thing. So it makes things interesting, basically. With not like with having a limit so low on what I can actually handle. So anyways, so that's the thing. We got our furnaces all running, and ooh, that is fast. We got 4 glass already on the first ones. 16 glass. So the mission today is almost a success, except I'm not really sure what to do about the... I think we need a pump, or not a pump, but a, whatever the thing was called. I'll look it up in a second. But anyways, we got there. Let's go for 2 tanks. There we go. So let's stick the tanks beside it here. And then the idea is I'm just going to get a wooden fluid pipe, connect it to the side, and stick a redstone engine on it, and we're good to go. So wooden fluid pipe. Let's search for pipe. And if you're unfamiliar with that trick, basically in your NEI mod, Not Enough Items mod, you can basically go and click on the search box. If you double click it, then it goes yellow, and then you start typing in something like pipe, and then it highlights all of the pipes that are in the situation. And we currently have no wooden pipes that are helpful. So let's go ahead and get this wooden transport pipe over here. We need to convert it. We need to take a wooden transport pipe and add pipe sealant to it. And pipe sealant is cactus green, which dandelion yellow and lapis lazuli is what we can make it out of, is probably the easiest way, seeing as we don't know where a desert is. So let's go ahead and find some. Oh, we might already have some dandelion yellow and lapis lazuli. I know we have 1 lapis lazuli. Dandelion yellow is over here. Not here. Where is it? Dandelion yellow. Dandelion. I'm pretty sure we have some left over. Maybe not. Anyways, these guys are done. Let's go ahead and... ooh. So 1 coal coke smelts about a 1/4 stack, so that's good to know. So let's go ahead and fill the rest in like that. There we go. And stick the rest in like that as well. This is amazing. I like having 8 furnaces. It makes it very, very good for getting places really fast with smelting things. So you can just go ahead and throw things in all over the place and smelt them, and it's just amazing. So, and then it gets done 8 times faster as well. There's got to be some... oh, there we are. Dandelions. Dandelion, come on. There we go. And make some dandelion yellow. And I think that's all we need. No? The cow says no. Aww. I guess we'll need something else. And you know what? I think the cow might actually be right. Because I think we'll need more than just dandelion yellow. Because we will need things like wood and stone. Not stone, but cobblestone. And different things like that. So anyways, let's go ahead and grab some that stuff and stick some of that in, and we got some pipe sealant. And now stick the pipe sealant on the pipe, and there we got a wooden fluid pipe, and I don't think it auto pumps. No. So we need an engine. So Engine. Now, I'm going to search for this one because there's always a chance that we left an engine in the place somewhere. Nope. Okay, so let's grab a redstone engine. And we need some wood. We need some wood, like that. There we go. So let's stick the wood in like that. Let's get some, we need some sticks to make gears, 2 wooden gears. Which is like that. Now we got wooden gears. We also need some redstone to do this thing. Which we happen to not have any in this particular set of chests over here. So in any... Oh, come on, get up. No, that. There we go. So in any case, let's go and grab some materials from up here. Because we have plenty of redstone. There we go. And let's go out our newly made piston door that we made just a couple episodes ago. And then last episode managed to get ourselves stuck in the middle of the door, which was kind of interesting. Alright, so over here, piston like that, and grab, oop, nope, we do have the gears, we need glass and planks. 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 There we go. And nope, stick those down there, we don't need them yet. There we go, redstone engine, and then let's stick this redstone engine over here. There we go. And now we need... Stop getting tongue-tied. Now we need a lever. Or a lever, depending on your pronunciation of the item in question. Although if you're questioning the item, you might not get a response, because I don't think a lever can talk. Lever, can you talk? Oh, it can talk! It makes clicking noises! Okay, anyway, so we got here... Probably not enough tanks, but that is easily fixable now. Seeing as we've got so much glass smelted, we've got multiple stacks of glass on the way, actually done. We've got multiple snacks? We've got multiple snacks of glass done. I recommend not snacking on glass because that would probably be hazardous to your health. Come on. And we're probably going to need to make this quite big because we're going to need... to make a lot of coke, basically. So let's go ahead and grab some more coal. Oh, because the other thing we need to do this episode... is to set up a hopper to get stuff going into this machine very easily. So basically doing like we did over here. And I'll explain it again over there, so I'm not gonna explain it just there. So let's go ahead and grab a hopper first of all. Now to do that, we need some iron. So iron is up here. Actually, you know what? It might even be faster to go through the inside of the house, because that way we don't have to climb all the way up the mountain and then drop down. And don't fall down that hole, because we will die if we fall down that hole. Because there's nothing at the bottom except the bottom of the thing. So, iron. Oh, iron. Nice. Hopper requires a chest. And this chest, we discovered that it's right underneath the roof. As you can see, that's a grass block. That's right where the roof is. And we can't actually get in there. So let's go ahead and take the chest down and move its contents to elsewhere. Actually, there's nothing in it. That makes it easier. So, chest. Hopper. Ta-da, and hopper, and chest, and we're good to go. So let's go ahead and stick this hopper down. Oh, hopper and chest, that's a good idea. Good idea. If we take a hopper and a chest, then we can put in as much as we want into it, and we'll be good to go. And what I said earlier about making this episode a little shorter, it's already 30 minutes. So, 30 minutes, roughly speaking. So I guess we're not making it shorter at the moment. I think this jump is makeable. There we go. That, I think, is what you call a head hitter, because you jump from here. You jump up and hit your head. Actually, you don't hit your head because you're within your head limit, I guess, if that's a thing. Okay. Chest. Oh, and another hopper. We need another hopper because we need a way to take out the coal coat. Let's make sure this first hopper works first. And if the first hopper works first, then that's good. If the second hopper works second, then that's good as well. Let's get in and go back up to our storage. There's got to be some coal up there to test with, and let's make our hopper because we always need more hoppers. So even if it doesn't work, well, it'll come in. It will come in useful later, or you could say it will come in handy, because after all, this is handy Andy, so it's going to come in handy. We need some wood, and wood is down there. Wood is definitely down there. Nice, okay. Got out in one shot without even stopping. So, wood, 1, 2. And stick the wood there. And stick it like that. And make a chest. There we go. And, where were we? Oh, nope, not, no. Make the chest into a hopper. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So let's grab the hopper. Let's test this system out. So we got currently 16 coal in the in the oven. And oh, and it is filling it up. Nice. And I'm guessing this hopper has to go underneath it. So let's go ahead and get another chest set up over there. 1, 2. To make a chest. There we go. And make the chest. And we're done. So let's go ahead and check this out. Check out this chest. But don't wear a vest because then, I don't know, because it rhymes. Let's see. If you wear a vest like one of those ones that is like a yellow stripy vest, or not a yellow, but like an orange stripy vest, then you'll look like you're working. So maybe that would be good, because then, like, when we go to do stuff, we could put on, like, an orange vest or something on the, this guy over here, the Handy Andy character. So maybe that's an idea. And then we could wear a vest while setting up the chest. And then after that, we'll do the rest. So I think it already pumped the coal coke out of the oven. Yes, it did. So we should see some stuff happen to appear in that location over there. And hello, come on. Almost done, almost done, almost done. There we go, got some coal coke, nice. So this thing can run for now as long as it wants until this thing fills up. I might, off camera, we have plenty of glass. So I might, in between some episodes and stuff, I might go ahead and expand the tank if it needs it. But for now, let's go ahead and get over here. We've never taken this route before. Let's go over here and set up our coal. Grab some coal. Grab a bunch of coal. Tons and tons of coal. There's some... Nope, that's not coal. That is coal. And let's see, there's no coal. Oh, there is coal in there. There's no coal in there. There's coal in there. And I'm wondering whether we should put all of our coal in, or only some of it. I think that let's actually put in all of our coal, seeing as it's not all of our coal because some of our coal is over at the new quarry site. So, which has collected a lot of materials and has a lot more to collect already, or still, rather, not already, or something like that. Anyways, let's go ahead and stick this coal into the chest. And now it will keep running as long as it has the fuel tank to do so. And the space over here, and the coal up in that chest over there. So in any case, that has been, or this has been, a Thinking Pack, another episode of a Thinking Pack. And hopefully you enjoyed, and stuff like that. We're getting so close to episode 50, it's just crazy. So anyways, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, and all that kind of stuff. So see ya later. Bye-bye.